Happy Working Wednesday. It is December the 11th, 2019, and we are getting into this full moon energy of Gemini. I will have up today, as promised, the ritual and intentions that we will be setting with this wonderful this full moon in Gemini. It is full moon and not new moon. As you know, that there's a lot that goes into the readings that come to you on a daily basis. So trust and believe that there's a lot of prayer, words spoken, and much more. Also, just as a side note, before I get into the reading, the devotional blessing altar visual is almost finished. It's been going on for 7 days since last Friday. It's beautiful. I'll be sending out information for us, emails on what took place with that. We also have a new altar, unity candles coming up with this full moon in Gemini, and I'll get into that. So drum roll, please. Welcome North Node Tribe and new subscribers alike. Welcome to the channel. Today's reading is on the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords. And our clarifier card is the Tower, All right, so what is the Divine Source saying to us in reference to this Five of Swords for this Wednesday and this segue into this full moon in Gemini? Well, as you know, we've been going through a lot of shifting, which is sifting, and it is mulling over into today. So what the divine, the source, the angels are saying in reference to this is that there are certain issues, okay, that are up for discussion, all right? And you have to choose whether or not is it worth you trying to prove your point to win. This is causing you to look at your own views and the way and what, when, why, and where and why are you trying so hard to win? Why are you trying so hard to win? There needs to be, now keep in mind this is a general reading and it may or may not resonate with you, but keep in mind that it does tie into the other days and ahead. So you may need to get into a inner understanding of going about this with bringing about some sorries and some apologies, and that it is better that you come into a segue of sorry and apologies are better to do than to keep trying to argue, okay? And there's you will lose at the end. You will lose in this because you're arguing and debating and getting into these discussions to try to prove a point to win, and it's not in your best interest. All right, now this is also in reference to jobs, okay? Jobs, business, careers. This is tying into this, all right? So you have some opponents on your job and you're trying to get a promotion, and in business that is and at work. So this is also tying into the work environment and that you're seeking to win at all costs. But at the end of it, you will lose the base. You will be losing based off of your own behavior. Okay, so your behavior tactics that you are going about to win, to pick off your opponents, thinking that this is going to bring you happiness, about proving a point that is not being quite proven, and you're going to end up losing at all costs because it's just showing poor sportsmanship, poor teammate far as with your partnerships, and just bring about finding a way to be sorry and apologetic and to share that with those persons so that you can move on. Now with the confirmation card here, the Tower in reverse, you are in denial. And that's what it's saying. You're in denial, just confirming that you're trying to prove something and you're denying it in yourself. You're in denial that the changes are coming anyway. So in saying that, it is to make peace. You need to make peace within yourself about these matters and stop resisting. And this is going into what? Sifting again. Sifting yourself. Making peace with yourself. Being apologetic. Being sorrowful. Sifting through these behaviors as you are dropping swords in the midst of trying to prove a point. I got two, I'm holding on, I got the point, but I'm dropping stuff along the way, and you're resisting. Okay, and with the divine source, also the guides had wanted me to pull a message from my guide cards to segue into this, and I'm using that word a lot because they were saying this, because they're saying to make each day count. The messages from the guides are saying make each day count. Bring into account each day and don't waste energy on where you don't need to waste energy. Be about the things that are more spiritually minded, more balanced, more steady, so that you can grow and sifting through old things that no longer serve you, part of your behavior pattern, so that way you're going to 2020, this decade, with making each day count and living in your new day and in your new beginnings, so that you won't bring about shame in your genealogy, and also bringing about a rest to your ancestors, because they want you to move on as well. Okay, and that's why we're bringing in that ancestor money and those things, so that you're burning off things that are part of debts that you no longer need to be a part of, along with your ancestors not having to still live in debt and lack on the other side, and it's segue and pulling at your pockets in this present time. Okay, so the astrological forecast for today on this Wednesday, the 11th, make sure that you go to the blog at eclipticspiritualist.blogspot.com. What it is that for today on this Wednesday, we are still working, moving into this new phase of full moon in Gemini. We're not quite there yet. In some parts of the UK, they're already into the full moon. But here in the U.S., we are not at that percentages yet. Now, we work with the full moon energy here, and we work within the 3-day energy past that. But again, I'll be bringing in what we'll be working on with this full moon. And it's vital because this is the last full moon of 2019. And we're flowing that energy into the new year coming in. All right. And we've got a lot of eclipses coming in. So we also have Venus in Capricorn conjuncting with Saturn and Capricorn. And this feels a little heavier than the lighthearted Gemini, but we needed it. We need this heaviness so that we're sifting. We're sifting, shifting, and a lot of energy being switched around. Okay, so when Venus and Saturn come together, which Saturn loves Venus, Saturn loves Venus. And when they come together in this sign of Capricorn, it's an opportunity to settle down, to see what is solid, to solidify relationships, or settle something financial. Okay, and this transit is applying all week and up until about 5:05 a.m., which will be segued into Thursday. All right. So in saying that, keep in mind there's going to be a lot of transits going on. They're working together. Venus and Saturn love each other. It's a great combination of that strongness with Saturn. We call him King because he's kind of slow and he's big. Like, he gets a bad rap, but he teaches us a lot. And Venus loves him because he's very strengthening and teaches us a lot about balance and love and looking at circumstances that we no longer need to have. And this is a great combination with today's reading. So click that wiggly bell down below, ding dong ding, to make sure you're getting a daily fresh tarot card reading that comes to you on a daily basis. Don't forget that we offer intuitive readings that will change your life. Go on and get your readings coming in for this month of December. Go on and follow your hearts on that. Also, don't forget that we offer conjure work, root work that will change your life as well, and diagnostic consultations for spirituality basis, so that you know where you're going and growing. Okay, we've got a lot of things coming up for segueing us through into January, into the eclipses that's coming in, as well as we have an altered visual coming in as well with this full moon energy. We have the lunar moon cleanse that is beautiful, that will work with your aura as well, and so much more. So I love you for watching today. Don't forget to dig deep and trust in yourself always, and putting yourself who first always. But keep in mind to make sure you have no pieces but have peace. No pieces but have peace. And that's the title, because picking up a bunch of pieces and trying to put them together with the divine, the source is saying that bring in more peace than having a bunch of pieces and fighting something that you're bringing resistance into your life, and want to have full balance. Okay, so have a great and wonderful Work It Wednesday, and I will see you later with the full moon in Gemini, ritual and intentions that we'll be setting. I'll see you next time. Make it great. Bye bye.